Just like Jimmy, who's off the show for good.
What the fuck would he say again?
He's got some little Halloween party for his daughter. I don't know why this dude has kids, man. Just get rid of them and pay more attention to the show.
Well, yeah, because we record every Friday morning. Like, could we get like a slight heads up there, Jimmy, buddy? No, we're not that good enough for you, Mister Fucking Too Cool for Fucking School, Call of Duty wannabe.
Draft King.
Draft King, yeah. I almost said the faggot word.
No
hey,
swearing
crazy
today.
stuff going on here, guys. Listen to the podcast. This is really not that crazy, but I'm actually kind of nervous for it. So we got a radio. I was on the radio, or I wasn't on the radio, but people on the radio this morning were talking about my tomahawk video me and Colby did, where I throw it and it almost hit him right in the fucking face. They're talking about it, and then I tweeted at them, and I'm going on the show in 7 minutes from now. They're calling at 9:15 to drill me with questions and probably go all daddy on me, but I got this. This is going to be cool.
You got to do it. Well, welcome to episode 85, everyone. This show is sponsored by the Church of Latter-day Saints. Are you in love with more than one woman?
Hey, easy.
Join the Church of Latter-day Saints today and marry all of them. Polygamy is not only allowed, it's encouraged. Is there a girl that you love? Is the girl you love only 14 years old? That's fine. Joseph Smith married a 14-year-old, and he's a prophet of God, so you know it's okay. Join today at churchoflatterdaysaints.com/DudeComedy and get 15% off your own planet today. 2-year missionary required. See site for complete details.
Dude, you wrote this out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was great.
That
was pleasant.
Hey, very disrespectful, but very good.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I get any hate from that really disrespectful rape one I did? I went back and I'm like, God damn, that was fucking deep, dude.
No, but I gotta give another shout out to the international fans who are coming like hotcakes to our Twitter right now. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Spotify, for putting us on the charts again. It's like what Jimmy was saying. Like, yeah, people are pretty annoyed with the show, with the format. Hey, everyone that's annoyed and is leaving, we're replacing you with all these really cool foreign people that like us. So suck it.
I don't think Jimmy has a beat on the pulse, a pulse on the beat.
I got a beat on the pulse, on the beat.
I've been getting nothing but love. Like people saying, dude, I love your podcast. Like, it's not for everybody. It's not for that ADD-ass kid sitting there like, I need something awesome right now. It's like we're just bullshitting. It's all it's ever been. It's just bullshitting, and we haven't changed from bullshitting, so we're still bullshitting, and what's there to hate, you know?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Hey, but side note, are you filming right now? This would be a good video to film.
Oh yeah, I'm recording.
Okay.
Come on now. I'm the only one. I'm the only one recording backups around here.
Got that backup life. So
what do you think they're gonna ask you?
Yeah,
what do you think they're gonna ask you?
I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like.
Okay, let's practice.
I already got a good explanation to make it seem like. I don't see. I'm gonna say like, I'm assuming they're gonna ask why we did it, and I'm gonna be like, well, we had this great idea after about 6 beers deep. And then I want to go into like, I had a 400,000 follower Instagram, and I woke up one day and it was gone. And it was I got to be careful not to swear. Oh, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's very
you're on the
interesting.
radio.
Very
yeah. I'm like, you got your finger on that 3-second delay. But no, I kind of want to go into like, I kind of want to go into like how I got terminated off Instagram, and then I'm like, all right, I need to reinvent myself for this new Instagram, and I got to do something that will explode it, you know. And I was like, I like throwing tomahawks, you know, I like snow bike riding, you know. Why not just make an Instagram all about that, you know? And we got.
Oh no!
What
are they going to introduce you as Mr. Tech?
I don't know. Well, that's what I was also concerned about.
You got to drop the new name on the radio.
Chuck Hawks.
Oh yeah.
Did you change?
No, I'm gonna tell him that's my name.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta drop your new name on the radio. This is it, dude. This is the defining moment of Chuck Hawk.
Yeah, there we go.
And his sidekick Tommy. That's me, Burns.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's great. Because I was gonna be like, because I know they're gonna be like, well, what's your Instagram? And then that's where it's gonna be kind of funky. I'm gonna be like, Mr. Technical Difficult 2.
No, yeah, you got to say, well, you can mold that into the same story. So you can tell the story about how you lost it, and then blah blah blah. But you can be like, I needed to reinvent myself, and that's why I'm Chuck Hawk, baby.
Yeah,
Chuck Hawks.
I'm nervous and like fucking a little shaky right now. It's kind of cold. Can't really. My hands are cold.
I can't believe it went on another big page and went another 1 million+ views. It's just crazy.
On who?
I just mean Barstool. We didn't talk about Barstool last time on this show.
Oh yeah, I told them they could post it, and they gave me. I actually sent it to them, and they do work with Viral Hog and stuff. But yeah, this is crazy because that one wasn't even that crazy. We could come up with a more wild one easily.
Hey, all right, Burns. I need you for 1 minute here. I need you to drill Kyle with questions that might be on the radio. Practice.
All right, sir. So what made you come up with this idea to put your friend's life at risk? Don't you think you're being a bad influence on younger people who might see this video, considering how viral it has gone?
Yeah, I didn't really think about, it's so crazy that I really didn't think, anybody else would do it, so I really wasn't concerned. There's some things you see, some people, oh, dude, are they calling me?
Okay, go.
Here we go. Put it up to the phone and crank the volume.
Hello?
Good morning. This is Red with BJ and Migs on KISW. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing really well. Are you the tomahawk thrower guy?
That is me. That's myself.
I just wanted to make sure we got everything. What's your name, bro?
My name's Chuck.
Chuck. Okay, so we played the audio this morning. Had a little bit of a topic talking about the weird things that friends have convinced you to do, or you've convinced friends to do. So we did play it. We wanted to talk to you about it. So are you down with going on the air about it?
Oh, I'm perfectly down. I'm ready to roll.
You're already on.
Yeah, I thought we were already on. I had my radio voice going and stuff.
Rock on, bro. Appreciate that, man. Most of the time, most people are really confused about why I'm calling, so I appreciate it. So here's the deal, Chuck. We're coming back in about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit of a setup for it, and then we're just going to get to you, and you can just be like, "Hey guys, I'm the tomahawk guy from the videos and such," and they're just going to be asking you all sorts of questions about why you've done this, and just about some of the other things that you've done as well. All right, bud?
Okay, sounds good to me.
Rock on. Where are you out of today? Are you in Ravensdale?
Yep.
Awesome.
Wait, how'd you know that? Where does it say that?
Just the articles and stuff, I think.
Oh, okay.
Something out there that had it. Yeah, so that was one of the things that we found out about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Rock on, man. Hang on the line for me, all right, Chuck?
All right.
That narrows down your address by about 2 miles. Jeez, dude. Good thing they said
how
on
did
the
they
air.
know that?
Chuck is gonna be famous.
I'm on mute. I want to say, hey, this is Chuck Hawks.
Dude, you got to. Dude.
So that wasn't an actual dude on the show?
No, that's the guy. That's the anchor probably, or the third guy. There's probably 2 anchors and like a.
It's like the
they're probably
setup
in a
guy.
commercial break right now. So
Yeah, I'm listening to this.
yeah.
to
Bro,
the commercial.
they literally pinpointed your location. That was a little creepy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the article right now. It's KISW, right?
I want him to be like, so you're out there in the sticks in Ravensdale. Is that what you do? I'm like, oh, I'm actually in a gated community away from all the hicks. I'm like a fake white trash guy. Trash with cash.
Dude, turn these ads off, man.
And I can't.
You're going on the show with BJ and Migs.
Yeah, that's who I tweeted.
You should have warned him to get his hand on the bleep button.
I don't know. You got that 3-second delay button ready? I've never done anything. This is nervous.
Yeah, I don't.
What are you gonna say for the other things that you've done?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What?
I think you got to bring up that you catch child predators.
You got to.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah.
Hey, ZipRecruiter!
ZipRecruiter!
What I don't get is I wonder how many listens this has. I had some friends message me and say, "Dude, they're talking about you," but I wonder how many people actually listen.
Well, it's morning time, so it's people's commute. So
Yeah, this is the prime, and people will listen at their desks. There's no article.
Oh, the thing said, "Hey," I thought it was a guy on there. Oh. All right, sounds great.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I got my finger on the trigger.
that was so funny how they had a ZipRecruiter ad playing. You should...
206-421-ROCK. Text us 77999. Listeners on the Loose brought to you by Overlake Primary Care Clinic. It doesn't matter what you want to talk about, man. Something new, something old. Remember, you pick the topic, you guide the show. But do remember,
First time caller, long time listener.
I was gonna say.
Bring it, otherwise, you're gonna get gonged, and we're gonna have to say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
And Steve, we have a very special guest on the line. Oh yeah, we've got Chuck from the great land of Ravensdale.
Woo woo.
Remember, we talked about Ravensdale earlier this morning. He's the tomahawk guy. Wait, are you the guy that threw the tomahawk, or the guy that was on the other end of the tomahawk?
I'm the guy that threw the tomahawk with the skill. It doesn't take much skill to just sit there. It takes about 5 beers.
I was going to say, I have the utmost respect that you could throw a tomahawk while holding a beer. That was my favorite part of the video.
It's a counterweight. I had to. You got the tomahawk in one hand. You can't just. You got to have balance in the other hand.
We were wondering if the beer was more than just medicinal. What kind of beer was it?
I don't know. So whatever I had in my fridge. Everybody brings over stuff and stuff gets left, and we were desperate because we were running low. So I'm not even sure what it was.
Okay, I was going to say whatever beer company that was, I would hire you as an endorsement campaign because it was just fantastic that you're just holding a bottle of beer as you're chucking a tomahawk at your friend.
Yeah, we should have showed the label more, but we weren't thinking very well that day.
How many beers were you in when you decided to try this?
When we started talking about the idea, we were about 6 in, and then we're like, well, if we're actually gonna do it, it was probably like 9 or 10.
But before you threw the tomahawk at this dude whose head is laying on a stump that you're throwing a tomahawk, you are 9 beers in.
Yeah.
All right, and if you don't, we have the audio. If you don't know what we're talking about, of course, we're talking to Chuck in Ravensdale, Washington. Chuck's the dude who actually tossed this tomahawk, and I mean, there he is standing, I don't know how many feet away from this just log of wood. His buddy puts his head right on the log of wood, and then Chuck says, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna hit the wood. I won't hit your head." And here's how that went down. Ready? Nope. Done. We're done. Yeah, and the frame was it. That's my question is, he says we're done. I feel like then you had more things planned that day.
Yeah, that was kind of the beginning. It wasn't. He said he was done, but he actually the next day we did a 3 tomahawk throw where 1 kind of went under his armpit and 2 right next to his head. So he wasn't done.
Oh man! And you nailed each one of them. You didn't hit him.
Yeah, I haven't hit him yet, but that's kind of like the double-edged sword to it, because it's going to go viral just by doing it like it did, but if I miss, it also goes viral and I'm arrested, but viral regardless, you know.
Well, we're just happy you put Washington State on the map. About time that we get recognized for greatness.
Ravensdale, there's like 200 people out here.
Well, soon to be 199. Man, how did you learn how to throw a tomahawk that well?
I've just had a handful of them. I have like 7 or 8 of them, and I've had them for the last like 5 or 6 years, and I've just been doing it for fun. And then finally, I felt like reinventing myself on Instagram, and I'm like, that'd be cool if you just had a trick tomahawk page, and so I just rolled with it. But I'm like, we gotta step up our game if we want people seeing this. They're not just gonna watch me throw it into a log, So the viral video worked, and it boomed my Instagram pretty well.
And why him? Like, what made? Is he the only one that was willing to be that stupid to stand right by a tomahawk being thrown at him?
Yeah, well, our pretty much he's my only friend, and our thought was, well, my name's Chuck Hawks, and it's just my sidekick Tommy.
Tommy Hawks, I get it.
Yeah.
I like it. You know what? Maybe you might get some writers down the road, but right now, you know what? You're working on a very small budget operation. Tommy Hawks. Good old Tommy Hawks on the log, and your only friend, which I think is really, you're willing for greatness to sacrifice your only friend, because then if somebody's you miss, then you lose your friend, you lose your whole. You say it's your only friend. I'm wondering, in one text you ever give a good point.
I've had friends before, but he's my last one.
Yeah, the other ones didn't make the cut.
Yeah, the thing is, he convinced me to do it. I was a little iffy about it.
What?
He convinced me to do it. Because I wasn't the one getting FaceTime. Nobody saw my face. Everybody saw his, and he's just viral hungry, I guess.
That guy is a keeper as a friend. He has the utmost trust in you. I mean, it's hard to find someone like that in life. Granted, it's for stupid reasons, but it's still pretty impressive that he's willing to let you throw a tomahawk towards his way.
Yeah, he's an amazing man, Tommy.
It's too bad Daniel Tosh isn't still doing the show. Because I feel like Jimmy Kimmel is too dangerous for the regular late night, but Daniel Tosh should have him on. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'd go on in a heartbeat. That's my guy.
Yeah. Chuck, what do you guys do for, like, jobs and stuff? Like, what goes on in the real world when you're not drunk throwing tomahawks?
So me and the dude that I threw the tomahawk at, we just run a pretty large Facebook page and a website of people doing dumb stuff, and that's both of our day jobs. So we just have a lot of downtime, so we just drink and throw tomahawks.
You're making a living doing this. Well, good for you if that's the case. Incredible.
Yes, yeah. With the Instagram thing, I actually had a fairly large Instagram, like 400,000 followers. That is
fairly large.
Yeah, I woke up one day and I logged in. It's like, your account's been terminated, and so I was like, oh. I posted a picture. It was me and my son were riding a Razor side by side around, and it was like a selfie, and I'm making like a goofy face, and my son was staring at me. Like, wow, Dad, you're super corny. And it was just this funny look. So I turned the picture into like a meme, and I put, when a son realizes his father is a massive D-bag, and Instagram didn't realize that it was me in the picture. They thought that I was saying that about another father and son, and so it actually got terminated for bullying. How about that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's our society is so overprotective. They thought you were bullying, and you were only bullying yourself. Why can't you bully yourself? Wow.
I know. So that's why I decided to reinvent myself on Instagram as this snowbike tomahawk thrower guy, and it's started off pretty well.
So you lost 400,000 followers that way?
Yeah, I did. But I mean, I have other social media, like the Facebook page that we roll off of. It's 6 million followers, so that's why I was able to build it up a little.
Holy, what the hell are you doing that gets 6 million people following you on? Is it just throwing the tomahawk?
Yeah. No, we do kind of like viral media stuff, and then I do this series where I go on to like adult chat rooms and I say, hey, 13-year-old girl here, add me on Skype for a good time, and I get like 25-year-old dudes add me on Skype, and 30-year-old, 40-year-old guys, and I bust them and put them on blast on Facebook.
You're like a Chris Hansen on
Yeah. Yeah, but there's more. I put more like comedy into it. Just it's not as like serious as Chris Hansen, but it's pretty insane. I've done this video where I wasn't catching them, but I'm like, I wonder how long it would take me to, get 25, potential, I call them potential child predators, because just because I have to talk to them and stuff first and make sure that they think I actually know I'm a 13-year-old girl. But I think it took me like 12 or 13 minutes to get 25 potential child predators on Skype. It's a crazy, what was that?
God, so you said 13 minutes and 25 dudes were like thinking they were getting a 13-year-old. I can't believe there's many out there. That's amazing.
It's insane.
Difficult. I'm looking at your page, man. Holy crap. I'm liking it. I got 6 million and one. So that's Mr. Technical.
There we go.
Yeah, look for that on Facebook too.
Technical Difficult.
Yeah, it's Mr. Technical Difficult. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the name is dumb. I know. I'd made that decision a long time ago, but hey, it worked.
Yeah, dude. So what's your Instagram? Is it also Mr. Technical Difficult?
There's a 2 at the end, just because the first one's deleted.
The first one was the other one.
But I'm soon to be changing that to Chuck Hawks. I got to get a new persona on there.
Chuck Hawks. Well, dude, congratulations, man. I mean, it's always great. It's always great when somebody finds a way to make a living, like, in a whole new frontier of broadcasting and videos and stuff, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just started making YouTube videos like 5 years ago, and I was like, man, I got to do something that would actually just like there's got to be something I could do with comedy. And so I'm like, dude, people would love seeing child predators caught, and you can still be funny, because if I like talking smack with people, so people accept when you talk smack to somebody that was just trying to hook up with a 13-year-old. So it kind of works both ways.
Yeah, you can be rude and mean.
Exactly.
To the curves of the world. You're right. Nobody's going to feel sorry for them. Wow, dude, congratulations! What a great idea, and you've made it work for yourself. And you know,
looking at the picture on your Instagram of you and your buddy, man, you guys are. I want to drink with you guys. It looks like you're having a good time.
Set it up. Set it up.
Yeah, we'll set it up.
Yeah, definitely. You got to keep us posted. Yeah, and I don't mind you throwing tomahawks at Steve. That'd be awesome.
I didn't say I was going to have tomahawks thrown at me. I'm just going to drink and laugh and watch them do what they do.
Perfect.
We have to build that trust, BJ. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. He sounds like a good man doing a good thing, and also throwing tomahawks at his friend.
So go check out Mr. Technical Difficult on Facebook, and that sounds like some fun stuff. But we got to keep in touch with you, Chuck, especially if something bad happens.
All right. Well, you guys got my number.
Yeah, because you know what, you might need a friend. You just never know. It could be one bad throw away from not having a friend.
Yeah, I live my life one friend at a time.
Hey, one texter says his little kid playing GTA is great. That's from Brian in Tacoma. Another person says, I love your pages. I love your videos. Yeah, a lot of people are texting in right now saying that they're a big fan of yours.
Oh, awesome. Well,
we had no idea that we were talking to you, man. We just thought it was some random guy. Turns out you know what you're doing. I love that.
yeah, that's why I had an idea that this tomahawk stuff could go viral, and that's just what I was most interested at the time was how can I boom this Instagram page, and it's worked so far.
That's fantastic. Well, again, look out for Chuck Hawk on Instagram and his brother Tommy. His buddy Tommy Hawk.
Maybe plan next for you guys involving a tomahawk?
See, that's the thing with viral videos. It's like we can't do something that's not as cool. You know, we have to take something to the next level. And so I got some ideas that I'm throwing out there.
A great idea. Let's get some of those child predators and put them on the log. I think we marry both worlds.
And I'll do it blindfolded. There we go.
Yeah. That's the next level, my friend.
Yeah.
I want that.
I think that's still murder, though.
Man. That's yeah, right. That's fantastic. There you go, Chuck.
Oh,
They might call you back next commercial saying thanks. Dude, that was great radio, man.
I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast inside of a podcast.
yeah. Do they just hang up on you like that, though?
They might call you back during the next commercial. Or they might just hang up
They were probably just trying to get off the segment, so they hung up on you.
Man, I fucking killed that.
Yeah, you did. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that
Holy
was
shit.
the way that this lined up with us recording the podcast is probably going to be the best show ever because I'm going to go back and listen to that again. That was amazing.
Dude.
That was sick.
I definitely was fucking nervous. I wish I had a different name. This is Mr. Technical Difficult.
Hey, you do, man. Chuck Cox. He was just born.
You should have been like at the end when they asked you if you had anything else in mind. Be like, well, this morning before the call, we did go out and try a blindfolded one, and it.
See, that's what I actually want to make
it.
That's what I want to make it. The next one is, but that's obvious. I have to sit there and like robot it the whole time, you know. Like I have to just do the same motion over and over again to make sure I am doing the correct motion and hitting the same spot. So it actually take a little skill.
Yeah, that was a classic right there. A podcast inside of a podcast.
Yeah, my armpits are sweaty. I should have mentioned we were doing our podcast right now.
You should have.
Podcast Inception.
Could you guys hear it pretty well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, where do we go from there? That was pretty good.
Somebody just texted me. Just heard Chuck on KISW.
Nick's got a video. Nick just sent a video of him in his car. What the fuck? And then it's 99.9.
I don't know. So there must be a lot more people listening than I think. I don't know like what like average. Oh, here's my mom calling. She called me before. See, like Jack is Chuck. Hello.
That was hilarious.
I'm doing a podcast right now. You're on live, Mom.
Oh, okay.
Give a shout out to. Okay, I'll call you when we're done.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Your mom's so proud of you.
Hey,
so she called me, and she's the one that actually told me that they were talking about me on the radio. And while I was on the phone with her, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tweet at them, and then yeah.
Dude, you know what you should have brought up? Hey, remember a couple years ago when you guys ran that story about the porn star giving a glory hole to her buddy? That was us.
Yeah. Were they the ones?
Yeah, 99.9 was the people who talked about it, and everyone was like, "Dude, I heard you guys on the radio."
Oh, really?
Nick filmed 102 megabytes of the interview from his car, so he got pretty much the whole thing. He was like, "What the hell, guys?" He just sent me a video.
Isn't it crazy? Like, it's kind of funny. Like, the video alone got way more views than people that are probably gonna watch that radio segment, you know. But like, so many more people are like, "Dude, you're on KIS, dude." Like, isn't that kind of funny how it works like that?
It's also interesting, like how each little social media each page, and then like Reddit, and then Twitter, like each person has gotten me at least like 2 people like who I haven't talked to in a while, like, "Dude, I just saw you on this Twitter," or like, "Dude, I just saw you on this Reddit," or "Dude, I just saw you on this." I'm like, damn, man, like I'm reconnecting with friends because you threw a tomahawk at my head.
Yeah, it's crazy. That was
now
fun.
we on the radio.
I didn't
Burns.
even think of the Tommy Hawk approach. Like tomahawk. Fuck.
That's my. I'm your sidekick, Tommy.
Yeah. Well,
Tommy-
but it's
Hawk.
like Tommy Hawk, like tomahawk.
Yeah.
Dang it,
why I
that's
said
such
it.
that's such
You
a
can be
classic
Tom.
name.
You can be Tommy instead of Chuck.
No, it's good for your name.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Chuck Hawk, because I'm the guy chucking the hawks.
Burns, what would you rate that radio segment 1 to 10?
I would say that was 11.
I love it too. That was so awesome. I don't
That
even
was
listen to
fun.
the radio.
Me neither. That was fun though.
Oh man, that was crazy.
Where
Now
do
I
we
gotta
go
figure-
from there? That's
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm on such a like a high right now. We need to keep it. I don't know what to talk about now.
The problem is somebody has the name Chuck Hawks. Should
On
I do it?
IG,
Yeah.
can you get Chuck Hawk?
Should I just with no second C? Or is that messed up?
Well, I know an idea we can go into. We have our professional Call of Duty team that will be starting up next Friday.
It's starting?
Yeah, Friday.
Well, we gotta get our practice in, son.
Okay.
I think do you guys want to get it for PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation. I got a PlayStation just for that.
All right.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if I have a mic on PlayStation. I might have to go pick one up this week. So
I think mine came with one.
I think I should record some videos of us playing on it. I think it'd be cool. It'd be fun.
Go live somewhere. Why not?
We should live stream us playing on the DudeComedy YouTube or something. Or can we live stream off of? Oh, we don't do Patreon anymore.
We can on Facebook.
No, Patreon's still there. People are still supporting the show.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks all you Patreons on there. I haven't checked it in a while, but thanks for your support. Really appreciate you.
If we were going live on like Twitch, that would be cool too. Because what if people really enjoy it, like us playing on Twitch, talking with each other, and then we can keep that alive.
Oh man, I can't wait for people to see my gameplay.
Oh yeah.
Does that work? Can you get so? Let me ask you a couple noob questions here for everyone listening and you guys. So, would it be like Kyle hosts the stream, and then we're just like there via voice, and it's his gameplay, or is all of our gameplay somehow?
Yeah, I think.
There's dual.
We could all do it at once.
Are you sure?
I haven't streamed on Twitch in quite some time, so
it looks like you can dual stream. This is saying, but that's still only 2 of us.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But Colby's gonna go from the fastest growing YouTube channel to the fastest improved Call of Duty player.
Yeah.
In the
I
world.
love that, Burns. Yes.
The beta's not out right now, is it?
No. The game comes out in a couple days.
Dude, that reminded me. I had a weird dream last night. So I've been playing a couple games of Halo here and there. And then I had a dream. I switched over to Call of Duty, and like the controls were just... That reminded me the controls were just all fucked. I'm like, no, like what's going on? That's a weird dream, huh? Even though now the controls are the same, basically, huh?
Pretty much. When I used to play Halo and then switch over to Call of Duty, I always would try to sprint on Halo, or if I'd go from Call of Duty to Halo, because there wasn't sprinting in Halo back in the day.
I just missed the first Halo where Hang 'em High and stuff was. that was just one of my all-time favorite games, mostly because of the system link, playing with all your buds in like 4 different rooms.
Oh yeah, if you had it in college, man, there was some verbal trash talk happening across the hallway.
Oh yeah, we would go from dorms to dorms and have the dorm parties, bunch of nerds.
I wonder how many people dropped out of college because of that game. Probably a lot.
Oh, I would assume, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Then Xbox Live came and no one played System Link anymore. But then Xbox Live got lit too, though.
I just miss the good old days when you would like wait in line to get a game,
like a midnight release.
Yeah, go home and you would just play it until the next morning. Like
last midnight release I went to was maybe Grand Theft Auto 5 on the 360.
I went to Call of Duty, the one in Ellensburg, Kyle, whatever game that was that you played with Raj.
Like Black Ops?
I don't remember.
Black Ops.
I don't even remember, but I remember we all went, and it was like packed. It was pretty cool, and there was a lot of people there, and we were having Red Bulls.
It'd be a huge party. Sometimes they'd bring out like a military Humvee.
Yeah, they'd have a
people in
DJ.
Tactical gear. Yeah.
DJ.
Now you just preload that shit 5 weeks in advance and turn it on at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. You just people don't even need to go outside anymore, man. It's funny, like that's why with like my kids and stuff, I'm like, we just been sitting our asses on this fucking sitting here inside watching TV. Like we need to get the fuck outside, and that's actually when they're like the happiest too. It's funny how Abel's starting to get into like games, like playing little iPad games and stuff, and
you're like, oh shit, here it comes.
What's crazy about kids like an iPad games is like my girlfriend has a nephew who's like 3 and he knows how to like start an iPad game. When I was 3, I was like rolling around eating dirt outside.
Oh dude, yeah, eating ass, playing G.I. Joes, like making a beauty bark like waterfalls and throwing your G.I. Joes in there and then getting in trouble because you ruined them all. Like that's what I was doing. That was beyond 3, man. I was like 10 doing that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, just like these little kids know how to operate an electronic device at such a young age.
Yeah, it's not like overdone. It's probably bad for, if that's like, especially if you're like, hey kid, shut up, take this iPad, like we kind of give it out, and like if he's good, we'll let him play a game on the iPad. And I actually think it's kind of makes me feel like him over my shoulder watching me play Halo the other day was like a kind of like a wow moment, or the word's not nostalgic, but it's like wow, it's like I don't know what the word is, but where it's just like super fucking cool. He was watching me play Halo and actually like into it,
Yeah. Definitely.
I know what word you're trying to think of too, and I can't figure it out. That word, insert here, people.
Yeah, that's how I felt. But
yeah, I just remember the first time my dad was on a business trip and he came back. He always had little stuff like little Sega games and stuff. But then one time he came back with the N64, and that's when I started really getting into. All right, this is cool. Let's get every single game we can and try and beat them all. Like that was the best.
Like me and my brother used to play like. I guess no, we were the same. Like kids now, like in their shit. Like we had like the Nintendo 64, and I mean
Game Boy.
We wouldn't. I don't know if we'd play it during like in the middle of the day type of thing, but like we definitely put our time in like at night and stuff.
Oh yeah, then you would fight over the memory card for PlayStation because it only had a certain amount of megabytes. So
yeah.
Oh, I saved my game. It's like no, I'm older than you. It's just deleted.
Yeah. But like Wave Race, like we used to fucking just eat it up in Wave Race.
Oh, Wave Race was the shit, man.
Wave Race was so good.
I wish I still got excited for things like that, like I mean, I do get excited for things, but like not like when you're a kid. Like when you're a kid and you got, a Nintendo 64, like certain things for Christmas, like you just appreciated the fuck out of it for at least like the first like couple hours,
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember like Christmas back in the day when you're like 10, 11 years old, and for me, like you can't even sleep the night before you're so excited to.
Yeah, like true kid excitement. It was like I wish I could just feel like that every day. Like sometimes like when we used to go fish. Like I loved salmon fishing when we did it a bunch, and like it would be like I would be like the same way. We had to wake up at like 4 a.m. to go, load up the boat and go launch it and everything. And I'd be like so excited the night before. And this wasn't as a kid. This was like a year or two ago. And I would just be like so excited. I couldn't sleep. And next thing I know, it's like 1:30 in the morning. And then I start getting ideas like, why don't I just drive to his house now and sleep in the car? And then I go do that. And I literally don't sleep at all, But but other than that, it's like, I want that kid excitement about something. Like even like in college when like a Call of Duty game would come out, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude, this is sick. And then it's just like, you just don't really, life is too fast now. It's just like you don't sit down and just like appreciate things,
Dude, I agree 100%. I thought of that the other day, and I think I've told you this when I was like, oh man, I'm going to Home Depot, and I just walked down every aisle, and it was like my toy store. I'm like, I don't even need anything, but it just feels cool, like to like want to do something again, because you get into that mode. And this is not a complaint, and this is just life. Like you get into that mode where you do X amount of things a day for work and Y amount of things for like your house, like cleaning it, all that kind of chore crap. And then by the time you're at the end of the day, it's like I can turn another basketball game on or another football game on, or I can go to like try and do something. And I think that's my biggest thing is I don't ever try and like, I just get into that mode where it's like, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I'm just going to sit there for the rest of the night and watch.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Hey, speaking of shut it down, Gold Rush just started up again. You been watching?
Yeah, I watched the last episode.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I'm caught up.
Oh, I didn't know you actually watched it.
Oh, dude, I watched every season. I missed a season in between moving where I didn't get to watch it, and there was like on demand. So I felt it was the season where the son and dad, it was like their last season. I only got to watch a few of them, and they're like,
I miss those guys.
Yeah, those guys. That was like I missed half that season, but I've seen all the other ones.
Is that the show? Is that the show where they? I think I watched the first 2 seasons on Netflix, maybe, where they go out to some remote place and dig for gold.
You might be a different one on Netflix. I'm not sure, but there's they all were in Alaska at first, and then they kind of went different directions and different.
I think that's it. They were in Alaska first, and then the seasons they go down to like South America or something.
Oh yeah, Todd. The Todd guy with the South America, and he spent hundreds and thousands of dollars, and he got like 4 ounces of gold and like
oh my God.
Like 6 little tiny diamonds.
Yeah, dummy.
He's a fucking idiot. But he's actually this season. So there's a big wager with him and one of the younger guys, Parker. There's a big wager. They're like $100,000 in gold, So and then Todd always sucks. He always gets annihilated by Parker, but he's actually off to a hot start this season, and he's beating him pretty well.
They're definitely foreshadowing that Dave's going to come back and run that third plant too.
Are they? I didn't. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they did say something about him, like.
And then they did a special afterwards. It was like an hour special. It was like Dave, why he isn't mining with him and stuff. And
why isn't he?
I didn't watch the whole thing because it was really long. But it was like they were talking about a lot of the good times, so they were showing him back like season 1 and season 2. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy. I remember all this.
Yeah. So the majority of those dudes, I would assume, maybe not the top guys, obviously, but like, so I would assume like Parker has a deal with Ford. Because he's always driving like his Ford Raptor and stuff, and they make like $20K. Like the main guys that they show make like $20K an episode.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, the money is really in the show itself, not finding gold.
Yeah, I mean they do find a lot of gold, but they do have just like a shitload of expenses, Yeah. So I'm not sure if like Parker, they have a smaller crew. I'm not sure if it's really like. The gold he obviously makes money off the gold, but I don't know how much he like truly makes. But I know like
he has to give percents out to people.
And he's got all the expenses to finding it. Gold right now is like $12.70 an ounce, right? Something like that.
I'm not sure.
That sounds
getting
right.
shit on by. They should have been mining for Bitcoin,
right?
Dude, that'd be such a funny parody. That would be Bitcoin Rush. It'd be such a funny parody.
It's just a show where you invade, you rent out warehouses and buy a bunch of supercomputers.
Yeah, and like computer, like that would actually be, like if you had the right people and stuff, that'd be a good show to pitch.
Yeah, then you got like the servers, and you come run. I see you running down the stairs. Shut it down! Shut it down!
Yeah, digital gold. What's the show? The show's called Gold. Called it like digital gold rush
Or crypto rush.
Oh, Crip Rush, Crip
Crip
Watch.
There you go. We got our show.
Yeah, then you just
what channel are they on? A&E or some shit?
They are
Discovery.
on Discovery.
Discovery, hit us up. We're doing a Crip Rush.
Yeah,
Guys,
the
we
reason
are
I really
on
like
right now.
Gold Rush though is just because it's not like I mean, I know that like Todd's crew sometimes will do like little dramatic like fake acting shit, you know.
Yeah, at the
I think
end.
that's just their Discovery's go-to crew who knows will do it just because they really don't make much in gold. So they're like, we need you to add some drama to the show at least. But like, it's not like other like they'll show like Discovery for some reason started going down this path of like really fake shows. You know, like you can obviously tell like they're fucking
like the hoarder
scripted
type ones and that stuff.
Yeah, well, there's like some where like they'll be like, yeah, we're going into the Amazon, the most dangerous place ever, and then they have these like really like cool camera angles and shit. You're like, this is not real.
Oh,
but like
yeah.
Gold Rush,
They should step their game up a little bit and take the Gold Rush into space. Wasn't there just like a huge like nebula explosion where it created a bunch of platinum and gold? We're taking the Gold Rush to space, the most dangerous place to mine gold.
just like
Guys,
every year.
we are 2 for 2 on great ideas right now. Burns, that is money. That is a great idea.
Right? We're going to an asteroid and we're mining the minerals and rare metals on it.
And they just fake the whole thing. Just like,
Yeah, just like
yeah,
they
we're
faked
on
just like they
we're on
faked
this
the moon landing.
asteroid in Nebula 13, Section 2, yada yada yada.
Here comes Kobe attached to this spaceship floating off into space. Shut it down! Shut it down!
Shut it up! Just floating away.
I feel like I need to like go through my Instagram and stuff or like my Twitter to make sure I didn't say anything really offensive before these people start flocking over here.
Hey, we got
Not
a tweet back on the Dude Comedy page from them.
Yeah,
I
I saw
know,
that.
I
saw
liked
she
it.
said thanks for being on.
Yeah, is she the one that set up the call or is?
I don't know. It was Vicky. We didn't talk to a Vicky.
Yeah, I followed her. I followed all those guys. Now we're buds.
My
You
name
guys,
is
you guys will have to go live on the show. Do a live tomahawk throw.
Yeah, that would go well. But I lied to him though. I definitely was not 9 beers deep. That was called over exaggeration.
Adding for effect there.
Hey, my kid has hand, foot, and mouth disease.
What's that?
Yeah, you gotta take him to the. I love how he's got to go to urgent care, but you're like, yeah, we'll do the show first.
No, he's not going to urgent care. It's a common thing. They get it just from like touching shit that other kids touch, and he's not. The only reason we're going to go to urgent care was just because we didn't think we'd be able to get a doctor's appointment, but we got a doctor's appointment. But it looks nasty, but it's really common.
Which one, Abel or Owen?
Owen.
Oh,
Let's see. I mean, I was joking yesterday because it wasn't as bad. I'm like, you got herpes, little man? Because it was just like, so he's been like drooling a bunch and he's got like teeth coming in, his molars. So like his drool goes like under his mouth, like on his chin. And that's where he has all of this. And so I'm like, oh, it just must have been like really wet and, you know, got a couple like sores. But no, it's definitely looked a lot worse today. And he's been a little bitch lately, like crying a bunch and stuff. So now I know why, which is good. We got it all figured out.
hand, foot,
That's good.
mouth.
But yeah, wow, this has been a fun show.
Yeah, we've had great ideas for sure. Just spewing out at a nonsense, which is just good times, people.
Oh wait, let's talk about our DFS account real quick.
Oh,
How much money did I make? That was a dick. I shouldn't have said it like that.
Oh, great. Now Jimmy's going to listen. He's going to find this one part. That's what he did with
Yeah.
me and Burns. So me and Burns did the show. It was an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes, nonstop, bring in the fire. And we maybe mentioned a diss at Jimmy 7 minutes in, and he was like, yeah, turn the show on. You guys are talking shit about me, so I turned it off. We're like, what?
Dude, that's the rules of the show.
It was
Yeah,
like
you gotta rip on each other if someone's not there. So let's rip on Jimmy for a little bit. We're 45 minutes in. Let's do this.
All right, say something about him.
So last night he hits me up for a hockey lineup, and I paid him back with a nice loss.
Yeah, that idiot. Oh, that's great.
You know what's really funny is
how much did you guys lose?
Didn't Jimmy tell like a really heartfelt story on his page one time where he was like a degenerate gambler or some shit?
Did he?
Yeah, I think so. Where like he was like super addicted to gambling and was in for a lot of money with some bookies, and now he's like, "Let's do some DFS. Give me $400. Let's do this."
Oh my god.
Anyways, I don't want to make light of a gambling addiction, but I think he did tell like a story about that sometime.
Do we need to have an intervention?
Hey, we might have to.
Guys, let's do intervention next show.
Let's just do it right now when he's not here. Jimmy,
Yeah.
Listen up, man. I know you've won some big DFS games, but you got yourself a problem, man. You're dragging me down with you. You're bringing me in, losing me $400, and it's just got to stop.
All right, here's the intervention steps. We need to make a plan. Family and friends need to propose the intervention. That's now. We got to gather information. So information hits Burns up for consistent gambling lineups. And he's chasing bigger wins, right? That's what you guys would say? He's chasing the big wins.
Chasing the big wins.
Ooh, step 3 is huge. We have to form an intervention team. I know 2 guys who will join me.
There we go. We got half the team.
The thing is, like, if you want to be on the intervention show, though, you have to, like, when they walk in the room, you got to get all teary-eyed and super serious, and I can't do that.
Sure,
you probably start laughing at him.
For those reasons, I'm out.
For that reason, I'm out.
I would start laughing because I would be sitting there looking like, holy shit, this is way too fucking serious. Like, somebody's got to, like, change the mood right now because this is overkill. Like, do we really have to do this? We got to fucking do this in front of TV cameras. We can't just do it as a friends, you know?
Let's go back to TV again, because what another interesting concept. Like, you're putting your biggest, most embarrassing, technically, like, private moment.
Like shit that you assume most people don't know.
And then it's just like, hey, let's make a show out of it. And not only that, we're going to make it like all your friends and family, like, trying to get you to get better. But let's film that.
Hey, man, money talks, and you got to get that beer money somehow.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm sure they all get paid and stuff, but
what we should do is we should make up an addiction and get on that show.
It would be funny.
Yeah, that would be. Or we can just use Jimmy's gambling.
I take heroin through my eyeball. Like, and you got the needle, like, your hand shaking, about to put it into, like, the corner of your eye.
you should be like, man, I got this Jimi Hendrix syndrome where I slice my eyelids open and let the acid drip into it while I sweat.
Oh, gross.
What the fuck, dude?
You didn't know that's what he would do for his shows? He would, like, slit his, like, parts of his, like above his eyebrows or something, and then he would put, like, acid under his headband. And it would just, like, melt into it. It would just melt into the incision.
And he would just get high, like, as he's rocking more.
Yeah.
No way. He really did that? That's insane. That's awesome, though. But what?
That's awesome, though. I feel like there's better ways about it, you know?
You know,
I don't know. Maybe any other way?
He had to take it to the next level. He couldn't just get fucked up before the show. He had to have a gradual high as he's rocking out. As the set list goes on, he gets more and more fucked up.
His buddy can't just come on stage halfway through and be like, hey, man, here's another acid to drop. No, he has to slice his head.
Dude, that's sweet. And I don't, I'm not.
And isn't like heroin addicts like inserted into their toes? Isn't that something like a sign of like a big addiction? They've exhausted all the other veins in their body that they got to go through the toes.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's kind of funky. I don't get it. I don't get it as much as I would create. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like the same. I think that stuff like that's weird and people do crazy stuff. But think about it. Like, would you ever eat a dead rat?
No.
What's
sounds like
the context?
Sounds disgusting, right? Would you ever do it?
Sounds like a good way to get a disease.
Okay, but if I gave you a dead rat right now, and you were in, like, you would not eat it, right?
No, why would I eat it?
If you were lost in the woods, no fire, you hadn't eaten for 2 weeks, you found a dead rat, I guarantee you would eat it.
Yeah. Well, let's say that all 4 of us were stranded with no fire. Who are we eating first?
Jimmy?
Probably me. But I wouldn't let you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be a fight.
No, who'd ever be who's ever in the worst state at that exact time.
Would you ever eat human meat just to see what it tastes like? If you were like in a situation where like, hey man, this guy got cooked up, man. You just wanted to figure out what it tastes like.
Not to figure it out, but I mean, if you had to survival, people do anything for survival. That's the thing. Like, you'll eat a dead rat if you literally have to. You know, you'll eat if somebody dies and you're starving. Like, might have to turn to cannibalism.
You might have to.
I mean, if you got to cut them open and live inside their body to keep warm, like that one
Luke
movie
Skywalker.
I was thinking like Leonardo DiCaprio.
The Revenant. Wasn't it a bear though?
Yeah, same concept.
Yeah.
What's the
It's
context?
amazing It's amazing that that's the movie he got an Academy Award for. I thought he did a lot better movies than that movie.
Yeah, I agree, but at least he finally got it so people would shut up about it.
He went like way over the top to get that Academy Award. He's like, I'm going to do an extremely fucked up movie and I'm going to do over the top preparation for this film and I'm going to get my Academy Award.
Well, and they're saying like true stories typically have the edge in getting Academy Awards.
Do you know what the craziest thing about Leo is that have you ever, what's that movie called he did with Jamie Foxx? Django Unchained. You know,
Django.
Django. How do you say it?
I think it's just Django.
It's Django.
Django. Well, anyways, I guess that when he's on set for a film, he always stays in character. So he was like calling Jamie Foxx the N-word when they were even filming.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't break character when he's on set, and he was just being like an asshole.
Damn. See, that's there's like different type of acting, like somebody who actually just like truly gets in character, and they say that's pretty much why what's his name died, because he went insane for Batman.
Batman, yeah. What is his name? Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
The Joker. Yeah.
So
and that was my guy because he was in The Knight's Tale, and that was one of my favorite movies.
That was my guy because in that one movie, the teen movie with Freddie Prinze Jr., he came and he sang down the Lincoln Stairs in Tacoma.
Wasn't he in 10 Things I Hate About You as well?
Yeah, that's the movie. 10 Things I Hate About You. Yeah. And that was in Tacoma, and he came down those stairs and he sings that song. Man, what a great romantic moment for my boy.
He was also in Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So this is just fun facts here. Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo DiCaprio, first time he should have won, people thought, lost to Tom Hanks. Aviator, he should have won, lost to Johnny Depp and Don Cheadle.
What was the Tom Hanks movie he lost to? Forrest Gump?
It was Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. Where is it? Something with Amy. Oh, sorry, I lied. He didn't lose to Tom Hanks. He lost to Adrian Brody from The Pianist. My bad. Then he lost to Johnny Depp. Then in The Departed, he lost to Ryan Gosling. Then Django, he lost to... Doesn't say. But anyway. Oh, then
now don't they say doesn't Hollywood have like kind of a grudge against him, or like the Academy, because it's kind of like somebody like a sports guy who's like has like off-field issues. Like isn't he just like a massive partier and stuff, and that's what people hold against him or something stupid?
There is something that was bad blood. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Maybe. He doesn't do bad movies though. Can you name one bad movie that he's done?
I can't.
He only does like huge blockbuster films and only good movies.
Wait, hold on. I'll type in film flops while you guys try and guess.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean, if you weren't a fan of Romeo and Juliet, or is that something?
No,
yeah,
but that was a good movie though. That was a good movie.
And then Titanic was big. Gilbert Grape.
Catch Me
whatever
If You
that
Can,
like island.
Inception.
Have you seen the island one?
Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond was amazing, but the one where they like go to this like secret island paradise.
Wasn't it like a mental institution or something?
Oh
No,
no!
that's,
It's called The Island. It's called The Island.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So no. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking when he was younger in it. So The Island is a great movie as well, where he's like actually the dude that's crazy the whole time, and he's like the detective, but it's really trying.
Oh, The Beach.
Yeah, The Beach. That movie is awesome.
All right, let me run through these really quick. So these are his best. Here's his top 5 best reviewed movies. So What's Eating Gilbert Grape is 1, The Departed is 2, Aviator 3, Catch Me If You Can 4, Titanic 5. Worst removed. Well, this one doesn't count. It was like his first movie ever called Critters. Second one was Celebrities. It was back in '98. He was young. Kyle, actually, The Beach was number 3 of his worst reviewed one.
What?
And then 4, Basketball Diaries, again, young, back in 95. And then his worst one is The Man in the Iron Mask back in 1998. But all those movies still made over, like...
Yeah, let's look at all these movies that he did that did well. We got Romeo and Juliet, Titanic, Man in the Iron Mask, The Beach.
Departed was sick.
Yeah, Gangs of New York, Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, Gangs of New York is sweet.
Yeah, The Departed, Blood Diamond, Body of Lies was actually pretty good, but I don't think it was hardcore.
I forgot about that.
That's
one.
with Russell Crowe.
Shutter Island, Inception. He did.
Oh,
he played,
Shutter Island.
Yeah,
Shutter
Island. He played J. Edgar and J. Edgar Hoover. The Great Gatsby. Wolf of
I
Wall
tried
Street.
watching.
Oh, dude,
Great
Wolf of Wall
Gatsby
Street,
got
too.
shit on, didn't it?
And now I guess he's going to play Teddy Roosevelt in the Roosevelt movie.
Yeah, I also watched the. What was the one before you said The Great Gatsby?
Django Unchained was the one before.
It's
J. Edgar.
fucking Django, dude.
Django. Django.
It's fucking, you're like trying to say Jenga. The Jenga.
Jenga. That was a good commercial. Jenga. So can we all agree that Leo might be the best actor of our time?
Oh yeah.
You would. Argument.
You know, any movie with Matthew McConaughey, I'm jerking to it, man. That's my guy.
That's your guy.
I love Wahlberg too. I'll turn on a Wahlberg movie anytime he's in it, even if it's a corny. I shouldn't say corny.
Tom Hanks has done a lot of good movies too.
You know who should go down as like the biggest disappointment ever?
Oh, I'm excited for this.
Will Smith.
He's done some really good movies,
but not. The thing is, he doesn't. He gave up on doing sci-fi stuff when that was like his thing.
Yeah. So let's look at his movies. Let's see what
he wants to do all these like romantic movies. I have no clue why.
You know what? You can take that a different layer on the onion too. You know why else he's a big disappointment? The dude was the hottest music artist for 4 years. And he just said, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's like, dude, you got getting jiggy with it. You left us all on a freaking high. And then you did Miami, bouncing in the club when the heat is on. And then he just did that Wild Wild West mixtape thing with his soundtrack. And then just I don't do music anymore.
Yeah, he had all the Men in Black movies. He had I Am Legend, Hancock,
Independence Day.
Bad Boys 4 is announced. I'm on his IMDb page.
But the thing is, like, the dude totally just took off in his prime to do this like the love shit.
Yeah, you're right.
He's gonna be playing the genie in the new Aladdin movie.
And then he spiced in some like when he was the superhero, you know, and he spiced in that.
Hancock.
And that was a good movie.
That was like his last action film. I feel like. I mean, I understand why he wanted nothing to do with Independence Day. Like, even though he would have totally changed that movie. I've never seen it, but I would have watched it if Will Smith was in it. But there's a bunch of stuff, and then he started doing just like these romantic, some of them had a little bit of action, but
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
another underrated one was iRobot.
Yeah, see he stopped doing that. He stopped doing that stuff.
He had another one right after iRobot that was dope. Burns, what's a movie right around that same time frame? Would have been right after that.
I Am Legend.
Maybe that's
I Am Legend. But then he did the one with his son, which was a huge flop.
Oh yeah.
Was that the Pursuit of Happiness?
No.
No. That one I get.
It was a space one with his son.
Let me see.
It was like it's a couple years ago. It was the space one with.
I thought the concussion movie was good. The NFL one where he played the doctor? I don't know if you ever saw that one.
I never saw it, but I
never
what
saw
you're
it,
talking
but
about.
What
was the quote he had that was on like all the commercials? Like, let me find it. All right, keep going.
For what?
It was on like all the commercials, and he's like, it was like a really like dramatic part where he's like, "Do it, do it." I don't know. Let me find it.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Tell the truth. Tell the
So
truth.
I think saying disappointment is definitely an argument that you could make, but then you got to look at it as like from a standpoint of maybe he just was burnt out on all that other shit.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I understand. And that's probably why.
No, but still, I can agree with you though.
Tell the truth.
I've ever seen a meme that was like, when you confront your friend about stealing like leftovers from the fridge or something, it's like, tell the truth.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that guy's. So we got Leo as our pro. We got Tom Hanks, Mark Wahlberg, Matthew McConaughey. Our con that we don't turn on anymore is Will Smith. Anyone else we want to throw on that list?
I know. I think he's getting back into it. He just announced that he was doing some upcoming movie, and people got all jacked. I saw it on like Unilad. People are all getting jacked up.
What, the new Bad Boys movie?
Is it a Bad Boys movie?
He's got two of them, Bad Boys for Life and Bad Boys 4, both announced.
With Martin
Interesting.
Lawrence?
I don't know.
You see, I wonder if Martin Lawrence doesn't act anymore because he doesn't want to, or he just doesn't, or they just don't put him in movies. Because that guy was on top for a while too.
He was, yeah.
For a long time.
I think he in like movies with like Will Smith and stuff. He like Bad Boys, like he was actually the cooler guy, like the more go to. Then you had, remember, like, did you guys ever see Blue Streak?
That was a great movie.
Yeah, it was.
I might put that in my top 10. Actually, that's a great film.
Blue Streak.
And
That's
a
where
young Dave Chappelle is in that film as well.
Yeah, and then so in Blue Streak is where they drop the diamond in that crate or whatever, right? And it gets seized.
Yeah, and then it turns into a police station. He's got to pretend to be a cop to get it back.
Oh yeah, because he tapes it in the duct. That's right.
And then he goes to prison for a few years, and then he comes back to go get it, and it's a police station. So
that's right. And then he acts like a detective and stuff. It's a great movie. It's a great man. This show has great flow without Jimmy. We might have to turn this into a daily thing. You want to know what we would talk about if Jimmy was here?
Call of Duty comes out on Tuesday, and
the same fucking shit we talk about every fucking episode. Gambling. What we gotta get this guy. We gotta really let him know.
I want to test this really quick. This is gonna take one other minute. Sorry, people, we're going over that. No one.
Oh,
cares.
we can go over, man. We're flowing.
So I want to. This is it. This is an interesting lit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have the 9 highest paid actors. I don't know why they didn't do 10 of last year. I want to see how many of you guys can guess. This is actually an interesting list.
Starting at number 10, or can we just like name people?
Just name them. I'll tell you.
From last year.
Yeah. So from this is Forbes' highest paid actors in 2017.
Kevin Hart, the Rock Johnson. There's 2 of them. Put it on my life.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Ryan Gosling.
No Gosling.
No,
ooh, really?
He doesn't play. He doesn't. He's not a volume movie type guy. You
I'm
gotta
telling
go.
you, this is a weird list. It's a weird list.
Tom Cruise will be on there.
Yep, 3.
Well,
he's number 8.
Okay, so it's so there's women on there too.
No, it's just males.
Oh, okay.
Just because we don't respect genders. Right?
I want to say Will Ferrell, but I'm a little iffy on it.
Nope, he's not on there.
Okay, yeah. See, I didn't think. So actors, huh? So I've got 3 of the 9.
So you haven't got number 1, number 4,
who would number
5,
1 be?
6, 7, and 9.
Well, yeah. Let's see. Who would number 1 be?
That's what I'm saying, and it's an interesting. These last ones are going to be tough. I'll let you guess a few more, and then I'll just tell you.
Can you give us a hint? What movie? Give us a hint on the movie.
Mark Wahlberg might be in there.
He's number 1. Mark Wahlberg's number 1. He made $68 million. The Rock made $65.
Jesus Christ,
Jeez.
And that's just from acting, or just in general?
It just says Mark Wahlberg was the highest earning year ever thanks to movies like Daddy's Home 2, Transformers, and it cuts off. I'm not clicking next.
He does directing, though, too, doesn't he?
Yeah, so I don't know if... Well, he does... So The Rock show Ballers, Mark Wahlberg is the executive producer, and he has his own like TV show.
Made a fucking $70 million. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, so Wahlberg... So you guys have like the middle of the pack ones, which... you can get them if you think old school. Like that's the list.
Old school?
Yeah, I mean like old school people. Like maybe
Brad Pitt. Did I already say that? Brad Pitt.
Is Leonardo on there? No.
No, neither of those two. Kyle, of them. All right, I'll give you a hint.
They
on
just
one
don't
of them.
do volume. You got to think of people that are doing volume.
One of these dudes is one of your favorite quotes when you have a Corona. To get it right, you have to do the Corona and the actor.
Oh, Vin Diesel.
Yeah, we family.
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
So Vin Diesel's
How?
after
He's,
54 million.
It must just
from
be that one movie.
Fast and the Furious and XXX something, or not XXX. It's I guess it is.
What about Channing Tatum now?
No, he's not up there. So there's 3 left that you guys haven't got.
All right, just tell us.
Adam Sandler.
Oh wow, Adam Sandler gets bank on Netflix though.
And it's volume, which is he's all about volume.
And then this one's interesting. Jackie Chan.
Oh,
49 million. I mean,
wow.
He's probably huge somewhere else though. It's probably not from America.
What about his acting partner Chris Tucker?
Yeah, Chris Tucker's left off this list. Sorry, bud.
Oh shit.
And then the last one is Robert Downey Jr., which I think he's the highest paid like superhero dude. I think.
That makes
me.
sense. All right, well,
that middle pack was interesting though.
Yeah, no, I actually did really well because it's they're more about like who's hot, which is The Rock and Chris Hart, which Chris Hart's probably going to take a huge hit, but it's kind of people aren't going to be looking at him the same. You don't want that stuff like that. But let's shut it down. I got to go take my kid. Fuck, I got to take my kid to urgent care. We weren't that urgent.
Uh-oh.
Not urgent. Guys, he's got to just get a little medicine. He's got herpes on his chin.
All right, thanks for stopping by the Dude Comedy Podcast, episode 85. Remember, this show has been sponsored by the Church of Latter-day Saints. Join today at churchoflatterdaysaints.com/dudecomedy to get 15% off your own planet today. 2-year missionary is required. See site for complete details. We will see you on Wednesday.
Also, go ahead.
I was going to say, unsubscribe from our iTunes and resubscribe.
Yeah, unsubscribe from iTunes, resubscribe. You can do another 5-star review if you do that. Also, a little more housekeeping. If you are new to the show, thank you for tuning in. Message us on Twitter if you have anything you want us to talk about on the show. We are happy that you're here. Thank you. Bye.
Gay porn ain't gay, especially if you're getting paid.
About to drop a spooky dookie. Lenny Lopez back on another track. Get it. Hey, I trick-or-treated. Your bitch was heated. I took the candy from her kids and then I eat it. I was riding through the city with my Uzi out the window, looking like I'm about to pop some rounds. I'll slice you like I'm Kimbo, and I blackmailed the office, hacking all their email thanks to Gmail, stealing secrets, Dr. Evil. Yeah, I'm Lenny Lopez, so it's easy with the internet, so sleazy. Take a nap, bitch. You looking sleepy, I can end you easily. Believe in me, I'll kidnap you. You'll see, I got the ski mask in the glove box, but I ain't gonna wear it. I wanna see the look up on your parents' face. As I sneak you out the front door, I pop the trunk of the Explorer. Go explore her, and I drive it off the cliff. Now it's over. Lenny Lopez is dead. He was in the car too.